Hi, my name is Eric Johnson, and today I'm going to take you around Valve. And this is our lobby that we're in now. Kind of the central piece in the lobbies is this Valve, who Gabe's brother actually bought for him as a gift when we shipped Half-Life 1. Over in here we have some of the different retail boxes of products that we've shipped and some of our partners that we've shipped on Steam. There's this custom case that actually a fan was building during Half-Life 2 that we just found on a custom case message board, and so we offered to buy it from him. So that's like kind of the public terminal for people to use the internet. Here's some of the oldest kind of things that we have around the office, and you'll see these scattered around, are some clay molds that we had done for some concept work on Half-Life 1. These handles and a few other things were parts of the original E3 Half-Life 2 booth that we had stripped down, so they had crowbars and lambdas all over the place. This is the crowbar that Sierra gave us when we shipped Half-Life 1. And these were gifts from EA when we shipped Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. They're empty. These are, you see these scattered around the office. Those were the first concept prints that we did at TF2. The characters eventually changed quite a bit from there. But those were the first ones that we kind of took a crack at. This is kind of where Left 4 Dead 2 was scheduled out of. They used this system of sticky notes and had team meetings here every single morning going through shipping that game. All right, so this is the Left 4 Dead 2 ongoing content team. The Left 4 Dead 2 team. It's Carrie and Ito, Chet, Matt Boone working hard on passing. This is kind of our break room, lunch area, and a meeting space. This is something that we're fixing in the new office, a lot bigger. Every Thursday we have lunch with the entire company here, and obviously we don't fit into this space anymore. All right, so this is Gabe's office. As you can see from around the office, Gabe's big knife collector. A lot of these pieces he's had commissioned. This was a contest to make a bread slicer, believe it or not. This is a set of pictures that Gabe had done of his knife collection. So we had an artist come in, he laid out all his knives on the conference room table, and then had all these taken against different backgrounds. Hi, we're here at Valve's new office under construction. Obviously, this is our lobby, and I'm going to take you around and show you it as a work in progress. It'll be done in about a week. So this is the main lobby that you walk in. This is the kind of the public lobby area. The receptionist desk will be there. There'll be some seating there, and the valve is going to go right about here. And then that glass wall is where we're going to put that sign there. And this is the big meeting space for the game teams here. So not the big public conference room, but kind of the more private one where the whole team can fit in. We put this big stair in that will eventually go through all 5 floors so that people can kind of move in and out. And this is, below us here is the big lunchroom. So it's kind of the hub of the company. This is kind of the main corridor, and this goes all the way around the core of the building. And these are the walls of the cabals themselves. So the team kind of helped design, and this is what we spent the most effort by far, was how these cabals were laid out and how people flowed in between them.
I'm Doug Lombardi, VP of Marketing. Eric Johnson gave you guys a tour of this place while it was under construction, and now we're going to take a look at it now that it's all done and we've moved in. So let's go ahead and take a look. So when Valve first started, the company was only about 20 people, and it was really easy when you had an idea to just get up from your chair and run down the hall and talk to somebody about that idea. Now that the company's gotten to be over 200 people, we're all spread out on multiple floors. So we wanted to make sure that we sort of were able to maintain that run down the hall feel. So we actually took out some of the flooring here to put in the stairway so that people on the 7th floor could just run down to the 6th floor or down to the 5th floor and share an idea or have a conversation with somebody about something that was on their mind. All right, so we're inside the IT room here at Valve, sort of the backbone of our network where everything comes together. Bad pun. This is one of the biggest parts of our new space and one of the biggest changes. Everybody was crammed into one tiny room before. Now we have a dedicated area here for everybody to spread out. So here we are down in some of the offices. Take a look. Gabe Newell, our president and founder.
Hi, GameInformer.
So of course it's critical to always have snacks on hands while you're working hard, and the new space came equipped with a dedicated area for just that. So at our last office, we started a tradition known as the Thursday lunch, where we bring in lunch for everybody at the company on Thursdays. It gives everybody a chance to talk and sort of socialize and get to know each other and talk about what everybody's working on. So when we designed the new space, it was critical to have sort of a kitchen or a dining room, if you will, for everybody to eat in. And given the size of the company now, we had to sort of put together a really huge dedicated area for this. So this is the kitchen area, and we got room for all 225 people here at Valve now. So one of the things we really tried to do with the new space was to create really complementary workspaces to the teams and allow them to actually do some of the design work in terms of how their workspace was laid out. So right now we're going to go in and take a look at the Portal 2's new workspace, their Cabal, if you will. Well, that concludes the tour here of Valve's new studio. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to deliver Portal 2 for you guys this fall.
My name is Joshua Wire. I'm one of the leads for Portal 2.
My name is Eric Johnson, and I'm a project manager at Valve.
My name is Garrett Rickey, and I'm a programmer on Portal 2.
My name's Eric Wolpaw, and I'm a writer on Portal.
So I started at Valve in April of '98, before Half-Life 1 shipped.
I got an email from Gabe randomly because I'd written him a big fan letter for Half-Life 1, and he asked me to come out and interview, and kind of been here ever since.
I've been at Valve for 5 years. We got started, our whole team at DigiPen, which is a video game-oriented trade school here in Washington State. We were all hired at the same time based on the project we were working on, Narbacular Drop. That was our senior year game project.
It's kind of a weird story. One day we got mail. We were each living in different states, and we got mail from Gabe saying, do you want to come down and interview at Valve for a job? And we were on a plane the next day after having had no idea that we might be working at Valve anytime in the near future. Literally within about a week we were working.
Spent a lot of time on email and playing through our games and watching playtesters play through our games and playing our games ourselves. It's kind of, we like to constantly be getting feedback on our products as we're building them.
The fun part about working on games is it's a little different every day you come in. We have to, some days it's a lot more story-oriented, some days it's a lot more. We have to focus more on the maps.
Usually I try to get in early in the morning before everybody's here, try to do my core job, which is programming and trying to get a lot of features in there. Once the team starts arriving, it's a lot of putting meetings together, talking about what we're doing for the week, kind of getting people together, getting people talking, and getting things rolling.
We do a little bit more group writing now, where we sit in a room. We learned this from a Deadwood DVD. Apparently, that's how they write Deadwood. They sit with David Milch in a room, and everybody stares at a monitor, and David Milch types, and people scream out lines, and so that's kind of what we do now.
I like puzzle games a lot. The big high production value AAA titles are fun. They're always fun, but at the end of the day, it's about the core mechanics, and you don't need a lot of production value to make a really good game.
We bounce around a lot. One of the things we do is we play most of the games that are partnership on Steam. So BioShock 2 is something that we've been playing a lot of lately.
Lately I've been playing a lot of Demon's Souls, which is really strange because I hated that game. And then a lot of people at the office convinced me it was great, and I kept with it, and I think I came to terms with it, and now I try to play it whenever my wife will let me. So that's the one I played a bunch of lately.
Oh, Josh, yeah, we went through, all three of us, Garrett too. We went through like a 3-month Demon's Souls phase. Love Demon's Souls. Man, we love Demon's Souls. Josh hated it at first, and Garrett and I liked it at first, but then Josh got on board. So Demon's Souls, I'd have to say, yeah, that's probably the game I got the most play out of in the last 2 years is Demon's Souls.
The Nintendo system came out when I was 6 years old, so I remember that hit, and I was just done ever since that point. Like, I played Mario, I played all those old games, when the Super NES came out, I had my notebook, I was making the new Mario Brothers. So pretty much all my life, I've just wanted to kind of recapture how I felt as a kid when I played those games, that kind of sense of mystery and fun.
Not too embarrassed to admit I've even LARPed at one point. So, I mean, I've gone that far. So I've always been into games, and a lot of the similarities in board games, those same kind of mechanics have to show up in video games.
I go way back to like the little handheld Mattel football when I was a little kid, and I don't know why. I mean, looking back on it now, the thing, it's just a stupid like piece of plastic with LEDs, and they're literally you just move the LED back and forth across it. For whatever reason, it really stoked my imagination. I mean, I can remember being in, I don't know what I was in, first grade or something, and just day after day, just designing handheld Mattel football games. It's kind of, like a failure of vision for me, because I couldn't like imagine, as long as I'm thinking of stuff, I couldn't imagine like a game that you'd play on a TV. It was always just some variation of the LED moving across the screen.
Well, my wife's a baker, so I cook and she kind of handles the desserts. And like a lot of Valve right now, we've been kind of joining the cult of CrossFit. So a lot of us are, kind of going to the gym a lot and kind of doing the hardcore workouts. So if you look around the office, you'll see a lot of barrel-chested people talking about how many push-ups they did. So it's kind of ridiculous, but it's fun.
I fish, like to go fishing. Seattle's a good fishing area. I have 2 kids, so I end up going to a lot of kids' activities.
Having a baby, I guess that's kind of a hobby, having babies. I like it so far. It's not here yet. But yeah, having a baby is my current hobby.
That's good.
All right. I mean, it's a big deal. I don't want to make it sound like it's
I haven't done it yet. So
yeah, no, it's awesome. So far, it's awesome. I have no idea if it's going to be a lot of work. Right now, it's great. Having a baby. Fun.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
All right.